Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Continue along with what is now going to be a madness of me drawing very small little shapes because I need to fill out these bowls. One thing that I'm actually not too sure about right now, given this, is how to do ring onions, because that is currently the thing. You can see here that basically just little cylinders, kind of your standard thin cylinder, kind of the same way you do like end of a sleeve maybe. Basically want to sprinkle a whole bunch of these into the inside, and that's going to be a lot of repetitive motions because these are not particularly large. But what is the best way to go about this? That's like the real Christian right now. I also enjoy how very clearly there's way less of the square tofu in this than there is in like a standard pot. Because this is a lot of soup. It's not even really supposed to be a soup, it's supposed to be a broth, I'm pretty sure. Regardless, I think we're gonna just fill out the bowl a little bit more so that there's more stuff in here. And then we'll go from there. I think I was like making the shapes a little bit too rigid, so today I want to try and not make it quite as rigid. Just plop in some shapes. All over the place as much as can. Probably less on this side, more on this side where it's a little something like that, right? Popping a whole bunch of shapes into here. Kind of stale little piece underneath, maybe. Maybe it's like kind of on top. Just say. Doing this as randomly possible, so I'm not really thinking too hard about the placement. But throwing it all in there. And then after this, we're actually gonna go take a look at the old assets on Clip Studio, because I am going to sit here and say that I don't believe anyone actually sits here and draws all the little cylinders required for the individual pieces here. Or at least I'd like to believe that's not the case. I'm gonna go to the let me just turn it on. It's going. Oh wait. I don't think right now that I really have a feasible way to just kind of flop it in there. I got like these spray brushes, these droplet brushes. I don't feel like this really hits the right feel if I like just make a new layer. Like these. That doesn't really quite have the right feel to it, even if I make the particles very large. Alright, and now's the time for me to look at all of the advertised free assets of the week and just see if there's anything up real quick. Another pin. I'm gonna try another pin. What I'm using right now feels okay, but why not? Let's try another pin. Is this another kind of brush pin? So, is this a brush or a pin? Oh, it's a brush. Hey, you know what? Yeah, sure. One day, I will order my asset folder, because holy shit, that thing is a mess. Any other fun pins? Standing poses. Grab some standing poses. Yeah, sure, give me that. I think I should work out how to use the auto actions. I really don't know what I'm doing with those. Alright, how do I go to assets? What asset? Okay, I'm gonna be crazy and just search for... Nope, it has to be one word. Nick. Okay, let me try searching this in Japanese. Because there are a lot of assets. I don't see any Chinese on here, so I'm just gonna presume if it's not in English, it's gonna be either Japanese or Korean. Let me just search here. I want Neki. Wait, change input style. Like that? That doesn't look right. Oh wait, food brushes. Oh! Oh! I may have scored a jackpot. There are actually people who have made brushes for this, because everybody knows there ain't no way anyone's actually doing this by hand. And I'm going to grab a couple of these, because that seems like a very good thing to have. I'm literally grabbing 3 different spring onion brushes. One of them has extra vegetables, but what is this? Just material. Oh no, I want this too. Give me this. Sure. Okay, let's see what we are getting. Okay, let's see, what do we have? You know, ideally, if possible, I'd actually like it to not be colored. Then I can control the color a little bit better. Oh, let's just find out what these brushes are doing. I need to add it to a thing. Where should I stick it? Add sub tool. Give me A, B. Actually, just grab the whole. Grab one from here down to here. Add. Can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm adding some sub tool. Having some trouble. Alright, just let that run for a little bit. Ooh, wait, it's not responding. Oh, there we go. Ah. Brush images or paper textures with added subtools may be damaged. Which one? It doesn't tell me which one. That's a slight issue. Okay, what do we actually have here? Let me just move these over to a different tab. Oh, please put this all in the same. Okay, so let me just change the name of this to something more sensible. Food. Okay, so what do we have? We have green onions, chopped onions, regular onions, bubbles, oily bubble lines, probably for fried food, parsley, just make it sparkle to make it look very nice and pretty. Well, these are some really aggressive spring onions. No, wait, this one looks like it actually follows your brush color. Yeah, other ones don't. This parsley, the this other spring onions, cabbage, and goma. Goma, what is this? See, it's not, is it? Looks like some kind of grain. It's not corn. Alright, well, let's give this a run through, shall we? Just see what... Oh my... You can kind of see my brush here, right? This is, Alright, let's just see what this does. How's this working? Is it going by two different brushes? No, it's not. I've got like a black. If I got a white, what does it do? Oh no, it's using. Okay, so like if I use like a darkish kind of green, and then like a lighter kind of green, does it actually like use that as my brush? It kind of does. Okay, we're just gonna use this as our spring onions. I'll figure a way to spit it in there in the night. But that's always one problem. How stainy is this white, right? You kind of see like already staining as the liquid moves down a little bit, because this is somewhat oily, because usually it's chili oil. I think this should be done with color. Probably doesn't work right at that moment. Alright, I wanted to add the while I'm thinking about it. Add on, I want to add this brush. Looks more like a pin. Alright, well, let's start coloring then. One of the colors, probably want to copy the colors from here, the murderous red color. But regardless, I need you. Give me... Give me that. Oh, that was terrific. Alright, flashbang warning. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, we're gonna use a different color for the paper because the green doesn't stand out quite as nicely from the blue here. Oh my god. They both have like very light hair. So just need a color that really aggressively contrasts from a bluish hue over white. La, ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Give me this. La, 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 la. Ooh, there. Ba, 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 ba. I'll put this above this. Like, do I need to? I feel like I do want the lash to be in there. Hmm. Bup, bup, bup. Give me almost black kind of brown here. Oh, yike. Get right in there. I want to go like white here and use her blue here. Then we want to go kind of a little bit of a deeper red. White, white. Oh, bup, 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 bup. Can I pop you out? Yeah, I wasn't particularly careful with the lines here. Ba, 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 ba. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. This is where a green screen would be really helpful. Alright. Prepare your eyes. What? Why to do that? No, I want. Give me the grey. Oh, the spoon. I think I do all the food stuff. Design for. Okay. Bop. Bop. Um, Her ear, the top of her ears. Oh boy, alright, well, there are your eyes. Oh, that's a line. Ba, 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 bum. Hum hum, hum hum. I'm going to color this part as well, the hair coming through the back. Give me that and plop that right. Alright, let's go like that. And then give me almost black kind of brown. Much. And give me this. Give me this. Gimme. Wait, no, this was supposed to be. This is supposed to be her skin poking through here. Ba, 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 Well, ba, 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 ba. Mm. Uh, uh, ba, 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 ba. Alright, there we go. Give me this. Okay. I very beautifully done my best to squeeze the halos out of here again. wait, I didn't go down the right way. Ooh. You know what? Give me arbitrary table color. Actually, that's probably gonna clash everything. Hold up. Give me arbitrary table color. Actually, you know what? Let's take the color straight from the tofu here. It'll be a nice color, right? Okay, we want kind of bold. Do we want here? Want this very nice white, or do we want some slightly creamy white? I came out wrong. Give it a little bit of creamy hue. Why not? That might help contrast it. All right. Okay, we're taking the killer red. I'm gonna take this just absolutely murderous grid and use that for the... Oh! Oh, that looks lethal. And give me this kind of yellow. Orangey yellow. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh, wee. Okay, then we put this all into a folder, and we're gonna go folder into another folder. I'm gonna say color. Then we just do this. Alright, let me just search for something again. You know what, let's just search over here as well, since just kind of curious what I'll get if I do this. Oh my god, there's squid brushes and drop brushes, because there's water brushes in general. Okay, there's some interesting looking brushes that may or may not do something good, so I'm going to grab a couple of them and just see how they feel. There's one that definitely doesn't look like squid. That definitely looks a little bit more viscous and a little bit more white. Oh dear. Alright, give me this. And give me this. And while that's going, I'm going to go over to here. I need to look for some references again. You. Alright, so I want to go with a lot of small drops, although I want to go with like big drops. Let me try. Um, um, how does this work? Hmm. Um. And I find I want to do like smaller drops, even though I want the souls to look quite exaggerated. Ah, nice. Oh wait. Hmm. How to sweat? That sounds like a really weird thing to ask. Okay, I think I just want to go small drops. And I want to do the tears in the same layer. It's effectively the same thing, right? Transparent liquid. But I want to emphasize it more and just make the tears like very blue. Or like completely white. Probably works with blue. A light color. Ba, 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 ba. Needs a little bit of a shadow job attached to it, along with a refraction job, but basics. Did you put this into a folder? Nothing I can do. Easy to move the stuff around a little bit. Let me see if I can dig this. I get a bit bigger picture here. What chairs? Alright, Okay, I'm going to turn on the game a little bit. Let me see if I can snatch something from one of these. Alright, wait for the game to load up. Need some screenshots. I want to see if I can dig for some screenshots. You know what, let's just do that. In color. Actually, no, do I need a different line color? Maybe I need a different. Alright, let's see if I can dig some screenshots out. We'll just start up. That's question number 1. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for that to work for a bit. Actually start coloring the other parts. Really, only a couple major parts I need. Push the lines in. I was more, I just want something Pine Cherino, but I can't figure it out. They're not just lemon, just standard as chair. Oh, there's an update. All right. Gotcha. Changed. I think. Well, eventually start up. Yeah, man. Does need to do a second update? Come on, I just need some screenshots. It's got another 20 gigabytes. That should be super quick. Probably takes longer to install than it takes to download. Okay, I need not you, but I definitely don't have any of the furniture, so there's a limited gotcha. What's a limited gotcha? Well, anyways, I don't need you. I need to. Can I just sort this by? Can I filter by school? Need you, and I think you. What do you want? Google that. This is the kitchen. Not. This is. What is this? How do I go about? I don't have any of this. Alright, well, that's a slight. Alright, just put this to the side for a bit. I'm gonna figure out a Cherino on mine. Good thing that Kokona's got so much share that. Don't need to worry about that. I just need to think about what to do back here. Let's go with something like that. Alright, give me an arbitrary wood color. Around here. Where is Clover? Let me try something really stupid for a moment. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Hello there, how you doing? I know there's still multiple at the same time. Yikes. Alright, let's try stop trying to do surgery on the what layer? Where did I put this? What mistake have I made here? Ah, here. Alright, let me just chop this out, put this into a different. Do that, and let me just put that over to here, and we're just gonna go to do that. Okay, can I be very stupid and just surgically try to reattach this? Oh wait, that was a sneeze. Alright, oh, that was a terrible idea, but yeah. But anyways, got a bunch of flat colors down. There used to be a glorious green screen behind us, but apparently not. Do I need to color back here as well, actually? Beautiful. Okay. Much more of a giant ball of hair. It was definitely too short before. Alright, just gonna do a relatively simple level of coloring. I want to have the focus just be on the exaggeration on the face. Why is this line currently blue? This is a going well. This is halfway through an attempt on mapo tofu. If you're familiar with that dish, where's the photo of it? Photo of it looks like this, where it's very brown, and then you have the anime version of it, which you know, it's red. It is very red. Figure out how to do some food once again, because I'm not good at it. Okay, so I'm gonna play around a little bit with the brushes I just downloaded before. Okay, let's have a look. If I go like this, is this like uniform or? I mean, it doesn't look completely insane. It's not a very wonderful thing that there's just these brushes for this. What does parsley look like? Let's have a look at this. Honestly, this one might work almost better. Ironically. There's just chunks. What did I just step on? Why is it sticky? What the heck is this? Why is it actually sticky? What the heck is this? What did I just step on? Huh. That just came off something else. This is a tag. Alright, well, let's just fold that up so that I don't step on that again. You know, I actually want to kind of play around with the food first. I'm not particularly confident about it, I just want to mess with it. I feel like if I'm going to do very exaggerated coloring, I can probably pump it out pretty quickly. Okay, so first thing is, where is this line? Okay, I want this line to be a brown of some kind. Kind of want to do like a oil cloud, right? So I do have some cloud brushes, so I'm actually kind of curious if I use a yellow smoky kind of color and use a cloud brush, would it just work? It's just like, if I just like do this with a cloud brush and you just like turn this down by a lot, makes it look like a little bit. Because then I also have this cloud eraser. If I just like plop it into a couple of spots, right? Just break it up a little bit. It doesn't look like complete insanity. That actually kind of works. I did not think that was going to work. Okay, no, that actually worked a lot better than expected. Which cloud did I use? Not this cloud. Well, one. What cloud did I use for this? Oh, was this one? Okay, so then I need to also give it a radius, a perimeter of a lighter color as is thinner along the edge of the bowl. Then I want this to also ba, 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 ba. Let's go. Um. How does that feel? I need a lighter color mixed into this. Oh jeez. Party. Okay. Hmm. As if I use a very light color. Not that light. Um. Okay, let's see if I can mess around with the Okay, the fun bit with the carbs, spring onion, a little bit of green fragrance on top, wherever that is that it is currently an aligned layer. So we're going to rasterize that, and then we're going to select that. And then we're going to add some shading to that, or try. I'm going to just apply layer for now. Then we're going to take a brush and go whop, 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 whop. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and be a little bit silly in a refraction. We're actually gonna use a spray brush and plop it on. Make it look like a little bit reflecty while not being particularly tight with the details. Not completely insane. That's about where we want it. Not completely insane. A little bit. How do I feel about that? Oh dear. Um, I don't feel about that. Okay, give me this. Then we're gonna go. We're gonna take the red color somewhere in here. And we're going to brush it on using. I just use the. Actually, no, we'll use the airbrush. Whoop. Then we're going to go and isn't there which one liquid? Wrap it. Okay, maybe not with this. How about with the fingertip? How do I wrap it a whole bunch? Okay, maybe not with this. Maybe we'll just blur won't really work here, would it? What about a blend brush? It's complete. Why does it do that? Ba, 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 bum. What's that done to it? Glow. I just need to remove this line at this point. How do I pick this up? Oh, how you doing? Ba, 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 bum. I do the streams and weekly segments, and a lot of it is if I just have an idea to work off. That doesn't feel right. It's mostly a matter of, can I think of something? I think about what to do for the week on Monday before I start. Because I don't come in with like some vague composition in my head, and I end up sitting around for the full time not doing anything. Or not being productive at the very least. So usually I just do something that is currently happening in the game. On whatever game or media I decide to do something for. That does not feel right. How do I give it? Do I just need a lighter color on the edge? Probably just need a lighter color on the edge. Or just blend this into the bowl, the back, why not? Does that help a little bit? That does not help. Huh? It does not help. You know what, I'm just gonna kind of erase. What layer is this? I'm gonna keep the yellow as mostly outermost layer. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, let's play around the tofu a little bit. Okay, so basically I need both light reflecting off it and some darker bits from the shadow of the shape. That's basically about this. Alright, let's play around with this. So we want to go refraction from the light. Very vaguely draw some lights onto here. I'm just gonna smudge it, I think. Just see how that feels. Start off. Okay, does that look like complete insanity? A little bit. Let us smudge this a little bit. Okay, maybe not that too. Maybe. Isn't really working, is it? I think it goes like way too aggressive. Whap over lines a little bit, just see if this does what I want it to. I also turn it down a little bit. Okay, then turn that down a bit. Shading onto it. I'm gonna be like very random on this as well, just basically away from where I drew the lines for. This isn't very useful. Okay, turn that down a little bit, and then I want to... Okay, let me see if I can do something dumb with one of the new brushes I downloaded. So I've got this parsley brush. If I go red on... Does this have to be green? Or can I make this red? It has to be green. Okay, let me try something stupid anyway. We're gonna go like this so that we're planting the parsley all over the tofu and kind of big particles, and then we're going to go layer color and we're just going to tell it to be red. How's that feel? Not completely insane. That is completely insane. Okay, a little bit insane. How do I feel about that? It's actually like okay. Not in a terrible spot. I could have really just increased the size of the brush bit. Might have another go at the light reflecting off the tofu and do it more individually than you try to do it all in one go, but either way, that is about the time I have for today, so we just finish up on the food attempts. I'm not gonna pretend that it is good, but it is serviceable. It is a matter of trying new things on how to do this on practicing. So have a think about it, and if I can think of anything better in terms of how to do this, then have another go, but the current stage, we can sit with this and it should be okay. Alright, so anyways, I'll get the rest of this colored next time. Once again, I want the focus, or the focus point of the practice for this week is to manage the more exaggerated expressions. So a lot of the coloring will be a bit simpler, just so that focus is more on the faces than on the overall detail parts of the illustration. Probably not going to finish early, so I might finish this up over the weekend and then start something new next week, because that's pretty much just how I work. Alright, anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of coloring. It was an attempt at food, and well, it's not terrible, so I'll count that as a win for now. And if you want to see more of this or anything else I do, remember to be subscribed or follow, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.